Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all.
OBJ is back on Broadway. It's the coach. This is the NFL 100 Game of the Week on EA Sports. Coming up, it's not the Giants, but Odell Beckham makes his return to New York as his Browns get set to match up with the New York Jets. With that, it's a throwback to the very first Monday night game ever way back in 1970. Standing by to bring it your way, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets work their way onto the field, led by the number 3 overall pick in 2018, Sam Darnold. And during the offseason, Darnold was asked where he was looking to improve. He told everybody being more comfortable in the pocket. You look back to the numbers from his rookie campaign, 17 touchdowns and 13 starts. So just imagine what a relaxed and more experienced Darnold might be able to accomplish with a stronger set of receivers now here in 2019. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Darnold. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. You think about the two quarterbacks in this game with Darnold and Mayfield, and you think back to the 2018 draft. Gosh, leading up to that draft, the talk shows and all the rumors about who would go number 1. A lot of people thought it would be Sam Darnold going number 1 and playing for these Cleveland Browns. Josh Allen, Josh Rosen also in the mix. But it turns out the Browns, they would get Baker Mayfield, and I think both parties pretty happy with the end result. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
And our attention will be concentrated and centered on number 26, Le'Veon Bell. Remember, he sat out all of 2018, so it'll be interesting to see if he can shake off the rust and whether his fresh legs will carry him to new heights in New York.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass, dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt them.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Landry again the intended target, but it'll be second down. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. Mayfield now, and that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. On first down, Darnold, flush to his right, and an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. 18 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
But they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Darnold completes it, and they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. So they were able to put the pen to the paper this week, get this deal done, contract extension. And I'm sure that the coach's front office happy. He's got to be happy too, though.
He's got to be relieved. He doesn't have to worry about moving now, doesn't have to worry about not having a team. He's back with a team he's comfortable with and where he feels he belongs. Yeah, I think he feels pretty good about this whole deal.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Following the field goal on his Lock Edwards to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 5 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well. It's
a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down. Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take the New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He wants it all for the end zone and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. We will have 2 weeks in the books once this one wraps up. More football coming your way, though, Thursday night. We start week 3 with a good one in the AFC South. Titans and Jags from Jacksonville. Kickoff for that one, 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 on the West Coast. And since we should have Marcus Mariota involved, 2:20 for our friends in Hawaii. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Push him back. Push him back.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Watch the safety creep.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. On the ground with a tight end. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now a first down carry by Bell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll run it with Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Landry, the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Zoo! Hey, check 24, check 23.
Darnold now to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Browns' drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On second down, Mayfield again. He's got Njoku over the middle. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 17-6, your final score. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Cam Newton, 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. Mayfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
We got 4. We got 4. 2nd and 10.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Here's Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
This is Bell. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw, Darnold. Anunua's got it, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd and short. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bell. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Well, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. This is the tight end, Njoku. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and now it's 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the... Get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And the pass complete to Anundu, corralled right around the 4. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, defense, let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold got an open man. It's a new one. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So yet a goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme.
As an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Throwing the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now he's flushed out left. The ball comes out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Mayfield shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Time. 53, Mike. All day, baby, all day. It's it.
On first down, it's Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. Again, it's Bell. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jannard Avery with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Following the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Now left side on the swing pass. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On second down now, it's Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Off the play fake, Stanton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Stanton. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And the throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joe Schobert in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's a drive that ends in 3, and I know that line sounds familiar. It's because I've said it 7 times now, and that leaves him 1 short of the NFL record of 8 field goals in 1 game.
It has been a lot of settling for 3. But I tell you what, it's nice to know that you have someone this reliable to turn to.
Following the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's back to throw.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go, D.
He'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back to throw. That's good for a Cleveland first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Back to throw.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. They'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Stanton. That's taken in by Callaway. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Looking to throw. Stanton. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Jets, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.